it's your girl Adeola. Happy New Year, y'all! This is gonna be a great year for Nigerians because they've started occupying everywhere. I'm talking about mass protests, people.
Yeah! We are not afraid of anybody. Yeah! Our country, we own the land. Yeah! Nigeria belongs to us. Yeah! This Soneto, he Africa. He Africa. He Africa.
And I believe that this year there's gonna be real changes in Nigeria because, you know, some things got to go. In case you're wondering what this is all about, it's all about the removal of the oil subsidy. On January 1st, the Nigerian government announced the removal of the oil subsidy, which means gas price went up from 65 naira to 141 naira per liter. That's like paying 94 cents per liter here in the US. Isn't that ridiculous? In one of the largest oil producing countries in the world. So the government tells us, you know, if we remove the oil subsidy, we will now have enough money to finally develop Nigeria. You know, that means Nigerians will now have good roads, more infrastructures, stable electricity, you know, all the good things. Is like Nigeria will suddenly become a developed country. The only problem is that nobody trusts the government right now because they already have a reputation for embezzlement. The thing is, we know that removing the oil subsidy means more money for the government to embezzle. If Nigerian government wants to develop Nigeria as it is right now, they could. They have enough money. I'm telling you, they do have enough money. Or why do you think the president is spending $6.4 million on food just for 2012 alone? Just him and his vice president. Do you guys know that Obama pays for his food in the White House? No, seriously, you can Google that. He pays for him and his family. Whatever they eat in the White House, he has to pay from his pocket. And Mr. President in Nigeria has budgeted $1.3 million just to water his garden. You see? So the money is there. It's not that there is no money to develop Nigeria if they wanted to. And besides, they didn't fix all the refineries. If they fixed the refineries, you know, we wouldn't have the problem that we have right now. And I'm telling you right now, everything in Nigeria, I mean everything has been inflated. If you want to go to work, you have to have twice the money that you used to carry before you can get any public transportation. I'll tell you what, some people are praying right now that God will turn water to fuel. Really? Wouldn't that be wonderful, you know, to have water turned to fuel? I love Nigeria, you know. Now this guy right here wants to make sure that nobody steals his fuel while he's sleeping. Now that's what I call self-insurance. Now this car owner obviously doesn't trust anybody, and I don't blame him. Take a good look at that. You see what I'm saying? Do you know that if you have access to fuel right now, if you could get like a jerry can of fuel, you could propose to any lady and she would say yes. Anyway, our heart goes out to the family of Mustafa Muhyiddin, the 23-year-old that was killed during the protest in Ilorin, Kwara State. Eyewitness told us that this guy was shot by the police during the protest, but the police are saying that he was stabbed to death by other protesters. Do you believe that? Because I don't. And I'm just keeping it real, y'all. You know what's so sad? Nigerians have no more respect for Mr. President. They've become so rude, in my opinion, because, you know, this guy, Goodluck Jonathan, has done a lot for Nigerians since he became president 2 years ago. You know, he's done a lot. Like, for example, I mean, like, there has to be something he's done. I mean, what? I cannot think of one thing that this guy has achieved since he became president. Oh Lord, the roads are still bad. Electricity is still not stable. It's been 2 years, you know, that he's been in that position and nothing has been fixed. Oh Lord. Now that's really, really sad. No wonder the Association of Conscious Nigerian Children wrote him a nasty letter. I'll read you some of it. So on Christmas Day, there were a series of bomb blasts in Nigeria in which so many people died. And then Mr. President, in his speech after the bomb blast, said something like, bomb blast is a burden that Nigerians have to learn to live with. Yes, he did. No, I'm not kidding. I swear he said that. Just listen to this. Contrary to your assertion, Mr. President, we are not prepared to live with the burden of bomb blast. Ooh, get yourself to work and stop excusing your inability to deal with Boko Haram. That is true. This guy has not been able to do anything with Boko Haram. And now we're supposed to believe him that Nigeria will become a better place now that they remove the oil subsidy. They will suddenly develop Nigeria. Like I told you, Nigeria could be developed with the money that we have right now. If you want details on that, watch episode 8. Sorry, let's get back to the letter. If you cannot lead and be a president, help yourself and resign. Please take your vice president along with you, because you're a twin set of incompetence. Oh Lord! Nigerian children, I cannot believe you guys just insulted Mr. President like that. Now that's just wrong. As long as your cluelessness reigns supreme in this country, we will always remind you of our angst and stake in this nation. This is not the way to lead a people. If you need help, we will nominate one of us to offer you words of wisdom for free. Yeah, for free. Sack yourself, sir. That means fire yourself. And your vice president. That's a good place to start. Whoa! You guys know that these children are not the only ones saying Mr. President has got to go. Take a look at this.
We cannot take this no longer. If Jonathan is not capable, let him resign. If he's not capable, let him resign.
Wow. That's just some of it, guys. I didn't read the whole letter. If you want to read the whole letter, just Google Association of Conscious Nigerian Children. That's the famous Senegalese singer and percussionist, Youssou. He has announced that he will be running for president against Abdoulaye Wade. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Abdoulaye has been in power for the past 12 years, y'all, and he has announced his intention to run for the 3rd term. He's only 85 years old, Wouldn't it be nice if the singer wins? Yeah, because that would be like a real change in Senegal. This singer is 52 years old, and the youth love him because he's very popular, very famous. He could sing, he could act, so why not? Well, the election is not until February. We'll keep our fingers crossed. An Italian couple are now in the process of becoming the world's oldest divorcees. Well, at least the husband is, because he's filing for divorce at the age of 99. Yep, 99. He recently found out that his 96-year-old wife had an affair with some guy in the 1940s. That's like 70 years ago, 70-something years ago. But he would not be persuaded. Apparently, he found a love letter in her drawer addressed to another man, and he just would not be persuaded to forgive her, despite the fact that they have 5 children, 12 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. This guy will turn 100 years old this year, and he will be the oldest divorcee if he follows through with the divorce. The thumbs up this week goes to the hero rats of Tanzania. Yeah, rats. No, they're real rats. They're hero rats. They're being trained by a Belgian-Tanzanian company called Apopo to sniff out landmines. That's all they do. And they're good at it. These rats are tested and accredited in accordance with international standards before they are deployed to countries like Mozambique. There's about 3 million landmines scattered during the war. But now that the war is over, a lot of villages have been forced to relocate because the landmines keep exploding and a lot of people have died and many people have been injured because of this. These rats are much faster in detecting the mines than humans. For example, in 20 minutes, a rat can search an area of 100 square meters for landmines. This would take a human being a whole day to do. Also, because they only weigh like 1.5 kilos, they are not heavy enough to detonate a landmine, so they are safe. In 2010 alone, these rats discovered more than 800 landmines. Because of that, more than 50,000 villagers have been able to move back to their village with peace of mind. Not only that, these rats are helping doctors to detect tuberculosis in patients. How cool is that? I never knew that rats can be intelligent, sociable, and have a high level of trainability. The thumbs down this week goes to President Mugabe. He got it for the second time for going on a 2-month vacation overseas. How can a president go on a 2-month vacation at a time? 2 full months? But you know, he does this every year. He goes to Asia because, you know, he's not welcome in America or Europe because of allegations of electoral fraud and human rights abuses. So I'm beginning to feel like he's starting to spend more time in Asia than he spends in Zimbabwe. Because last year he was in Asia 8 times for medical treatment. So he was gone 8 times. And now he's on vacation. He's not going back until the end of this month. Mugabe? Really? That's how to rule? By the way, he announced his intention to run for presidency this year again. And why not? He's only 87 years old. You know, he's still very young, and he's only been in power for the past 32 years. Yeah, that ain't right. Mugabe, that is just not right. I'm keeping it real, y'all. Alright, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.